at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Now ETN to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and fight.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Lawrence. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is Cook with the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And the Bills at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Allen. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 34 yards. And the Bills are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down Jaguars after Gabe Davis makes another nice catch. And one thing about him, he's a big play waiting to happen and has been throughout his career. Finished the last 3 seasons ranking in the top 10 for average yards per reception. And that's one of the reasons the Jaguars targeted him this offseason and brought him back to his home state.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Play action. It's Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a couple of the lead. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get into the end zone here, although there is a flag down, but this could very well be a hold anyway. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To the air, Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man downfield is Davis. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I will remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Allen off the play fake. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Lawrence. Finding space at the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Lawrence to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, They were on guard. Incomplete.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, ETN.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Lawrence will throw.
Flushed out right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 9.
Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown, Bills!
Keon Coleman
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that may get one close
closer.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram. 46 yards. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Allen. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Allen going to throw. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing now is Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Allen again. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the gun, it's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the move to his left. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing the yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Allen to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To the air, Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 63 yards rushing for into the ball game now on 14 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They run it again with Cook, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this
touchdown! Khalil Shakir, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Now a 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle.
Down to about the 22 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Sly able to put this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Time to shine, fellas.
To throw, it's Allen. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Bigsby will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jaguars 53, Bills 29.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards. A three-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here's Allen. This one complete to Coleman. Will go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean,